Hello, back again for story time. It's a story, but it's all in rhyme, so we could say it's poetry really. Harry MACLARY from Donaldson's Dairy by Lynley Dodd. I like mentioning who the author is. Title page. And here we start. Now this time I can just fold back the book so I can show the pictures as I read. Out of the gate and off for a walk went Harry MACLARY from Donaldson's Dairy. And Hercules Morse, as big as a horse, with Harry MACLARY from Donaldson's Dairy. Bottomly pots covered in spots, Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. And Harry MACLARY from Donaldson's Dairy. Muffin McClay, like a bundle of hay. Bottomly pots covered in spots, Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. And Harry from Donaldson's Dairy. Well done, those of you who repeated. Bits of Maloney, all skinny and bony. Muffin McClay, like a bundle of hay. Bottomly pots covered in spots. Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. And, are you ready? Harry Well done. Schnitzel von crumb with a very low tum. Bits of Maloney, all skinny and bony. Muffin McClay, like a bundle of hay. Bottomly pots covered in spots. Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. And Harry. Well done. You've got that line. Try and repeat the others as well. With tails in the air, they trotted on down past the shops and the park to the far end of town. They sniffed at the smells and they snooped at each door, when suddenly, out of the shadows, they saw... What do you think they saw? What did they see? Oh dear. Scarface Claw, the toughest Tom in town. Youst, said Scarface Claw. Oh. Off with a yowl, a wail and a howl, scatter of paws and a clatter of claws, went Schnitzel von crumb with a very low tum. Bits of Maloney, all skinny and bony. Muffin McClay, like a bundle of hay. Bottomly pots covered in spots. Hercules Morse, as big as a... And Harry MACLARY. Straight back home to bed. Right, we have a definite pattern in this book, which is really easy for the younger ones. You can just repeat Harry MACLARY from Donaldson's Dairy. As you get to hear it several times, you can then repeat Hercules Morse, as big as a horse, etc., etc. every time. It's a good one to practice memory skills. So that's very good for your brains. So I would suggest you rewind or just take the cursor back to the beginning and listen again, and this time read along. Well, you're not reading because I've got the words, but try and use your memory skills to say along. Use your speaking skills and practice. I think if there are several of you, it's going to be much more interesting because, 3 or 4 people, you can play the part of each different dog. Perhaps that's something you could do on video chat, actually. Just a thought. I would suggest the shortest part is probably Scarface Claw. Let me find him, because all you've got is this, and it's a nice alliteration, the toughest Tom in town. And this, I can't remember what the word is for this, the noise that they make. It's gone right out of my mind. Youst! Said Scarface Claw. Generally, people who aren't too confident with reading and speaking out are very good at making noises. So I would suggest that's the part for someone like that, or just someone who likes to make a noise. Fair enough. This is your chance. We need you to make a noise. Yes, and obviously the longest part, the longest character part is Harry MACLARY. Right, here we go. Have fun, enjoy, and I'll see you again soon for another story. Blessings to you all. Bye bye.